At 8:30 p.m., the West Indies will come up against New Zealand at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Tarouba. This is an interesting Group C clash with the two teams at opposite ends of the points table. Windies captain Rovman Powell gave his thoughts on the clash on match day -1.
I think we're pretty confident. The boys been playing some very good cricket. New Zealand will pose different challenge from our first two opponents. But having said that, once we play, we just focusing on ourselves, and once we play good cricket, we should be okay. If you should look on the last 12 or 14 months, West Indies have played very good T20 cricket. So it's just a continuation of us doing that, even though it's a World Cup. The guys have done a lot of hard work coming into this World Cup, so hopefully we can show that hard work. It's two of the more traditional nations, Afghanistan and New Zealand. But I think once we focus on ourselves, we should be okay.
The benefits to West Indies cricket as host of the World Cup are huge, according to Powell.
When you look on the benefits of playing a World Cup at home for West Indies cricket, let me start there. It's an enormous benefit. If we should go on and win the World Cup, it's the first team to have won out T20 World Cup at home. And also, if you look on it from a financial standpoint, the boost West Indies cricket economy and how beneficial it is for so much different islands to be getting international cricket and international cricket of such good standards. So that in itself is a beneficial factor for us, and also for us as players, it's an opportunity for us to cement our space in West Indies cricket folklore. Winning a World Cup on home soil, not just myself as captain, but all the guys, I think, will be remembered for such achievement.
Although New Zealand has yet to display their normal prowess, Powell prefers to focus on the task.
If there's a good time to play New Zealand, I think it's now. As you mentioned, they're a little bit undercooked. The pressure is really on them because, this game decides whether they go on, yes or no. But having said that, we're not focusing on New Zealand. We're focusing on what we have to do. And once we do what we have to do, then that will take care of itself.
Wayne Cunningham, TTT Sport.
Here is a preview of the game from Sachin Ramsubag as the TNT leg of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup group stage begins in just under 2 hours with the home side, the West Indies, clashing against New Zealand.
The West Indies sit second in Group C just behind Afghanistan based on net run rate, with both teams winning both their games thus far. The West Indies will be looking to cement their spot in the Super 8 stage with a win against their toughest rivals yet, New Zealand. New Zealand have won 6 of their last 7 T20 internationals against the West Indies, with their most recent loss in August 2022. Meanwhile, the West Indies are currently on a 6-match winning streak in T20s at home, their best run in the history of the format. Both teams' last encounter in a T20 World Cup dates back to the year 2012, where a super over eliminator was needed to decide the game, with the West Indies being eventual winners. The spin twins of Gudakesh Moti and Akil Hussain have been the destructive pair for the Windies bowling department, with 8 wickets taken between them from the 2 games in the 2024 World Cup. In the batting department, Nicholas Pooran is the most successful West Indian at the Tarouba Stadium, averaging above 50 in T20s. So his role will be crucial for the West Indies to either post a big total or have a successful run chase. Although New Zealand appeared out of sync against Afghanistan in their first game, which they lost, it is expected they will rebound to their A game against the 2-time champions, the West Indies, when it all goes down at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time.
India maintains top spot in Group A of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup as they avoided a late scare from the USA, defeating them by 10 wickets and with only 10 runs to spare. USA, thanks to batters Stephen Taylor and Nitish Kumar, helped their team to a decent 81 for 5 at the 15th over mark. The India bowling force, that included quartet of 4 wicket takers, including Arshdeep Singh, restricted the Americans to 110 for 8 wickets after 20 overs. Despite a nervous ending in the chase, India responded well with 50 runs from Surya Kumar Yadav and a 31 from Shivan Dubey to guide them to 111 for 3 after 18.2 overs to secure the win.